children moving.
Star Command's Buzz Lightyear in his first spin-off movie, Lightyear. And it follows him in an origin story that's going to take us right across the galaxy. These are, Eli, I haven't seen these pictures yet. I'm excited about this because I love Toy Story, as many did, of course, such a huge franchise. So off we go to infinity and beyond with Eli Glasner, who's here to tell us about Lightyear. Good morning.
Morning. All right, so let me try and explain this because it's kind of strange. In 1995, Andy, the kid from Toy Story, the film that you love, got a toy from his favorite movie. Buzz Lightyear, the character we know so well, voiced wonderfully by Tim Allen, was the toy, but Buzz Lightyear was based on Lightyear, the movie. And now the idea is we get to see Lightyear, the movie, which inspired the toy. So look, let's just cut through all the meta movie nonsense. This is a way to make a fun little sci-fi film and, I think, remind us all of the Toy Story magic. You have Buzz Lightyear, voiced by Tim Allen, now as a more somewhat self-serious space ranger voiced by Captain America himself, Chris Evans. As you can see, looks familiar, chin so large, I don't know how he gets that helmet closed. He's playing this super confident space ranger, helping guide this giant spaceship on a search for new life. Let's take a look.
Buzz Lightyear mission log, stardate 3901. After a full year of being marooned, our first hyperspeed test flight is a go.
Who are you talking to?
No one.
You were narrating again.
I was not. Just doing the mission log.
You do know no one ever listens to those.
I know that.
That's Alicia there, Buzz's fellow space ranger, but as you may be able to see, when they land on this planet, it's filled with these hungry vines that start to strangle and suffocate everything. So Buzz wants to try and save the day. They try and escape. The ship crashes, and now they're stranded. So he starts doing these test flights to figure out this new hyperspace fuel. But every time he takes a flight, what might only be a couple hours in space on the ground is a week or months or even years, which means when he returns, there are some surprises waiting for him, like one little orange fella. Take a look.
Hello, Buzz. I am Socks, your personal companion robot.
My what?
I was issued by Star Command to ease your emotional transition after your time away.
Oh, well, that's very considerate of you, robot feline, but no thank you.
I'm afraid it's protocol.
Socks is adorable, and they are going to sell a truckload of them. Meanwhile, Buzz has no time for cuddly cats. He is still trying to save the day. He is still testing and flying and testing and flying and trying to crack the recipe of this new hyperspace fuel source. But when he does that, each time, of course, he's jumping forward in time. And so finally, when he returns, an entire generation has passed, and now the outpost citizens are repelling a robot invasion, and they're led by Izzy, the granddaughter of his original Space Ranger friend Alicia, and now she has her own little group of heroes. Take a look.
I have a plan and I have a team. Darby can take any three things and make them explode.
I do this, and they shave a little time off my sentence.
Okay, and what about you?
Well, I thought this was going to be like a fun boot camp workout thing. But it is not. Did I get it?
Pretty close.
I think either there's a rule that Taika Waititi has to be in one out of every 3 films right now. So yes, that is the voice of him.
Okay, so, I mean, see some beloved characters in this beloved series, on it goes, as you say, but what do you think of this as a spin-off?
It's fine, but I don't go to Pixar for fine. Like Buzz himself, I want Pixar to push boundaries. I want them to trip the light fantastic. I want them to excite and amuse us. Now, I imagine someone somewhere in Pixar was like, hey, let's make a sci-fi film. And you can see the ingredients, a little of Star Trek, a little of 2001. But Lightyear's mission isn't to explore strange new worlds. It's to polish and re-energize that critical piece of Disney property. From the white and green spacesuit to the catchphrase to infinity and beyond, Buzz isn't tethered by gravity, but his own toy-based origin story. There's only so far that Lightyear can fly, but think of some of Pixar's best. I mean, Up, a movie about an old man in a house carried by balloons, or a world of little creatures living inside our heads, which became Inside Out, this brilliant metaphor for our emotions. Those were original and bold, where this is surprisingly conventional right from the get-go, where Buzz announces his faults and weaknesses as a character. Take a look.
You know how I feel about rookies. The same way I feel about autopilots. How may I assist you? Is there anything I can do, sir?
They don't help, they just overcomplicate things.
I'm better off just doing the job myself.
So there you go, the commander who leads with his sizable chin, doesn't play well with others, and gee, I wonder what's going to happen in the end. So, Lightyear is a fun but forgettable piece of fluff, but I do want to point out one barrier that they managed to blast through, and this is about his friend Alicia. As Buzz is testing the fuel, we watch Alicia, the Space Ranger, become first a commander, but also fall in love with a woman. We see a kiss on screen, they get married, and she becomes a mother. Up until now, looking for gay characters in Pixar and Disney films has been like playing Where's Waldo. Like, I think I see one there. Well, if you squint, well, maybe those two, I don't know. Even though they have legions of queer fans and also queer employees. Here it is, undeniable. Now, sadly, Heather, there's already been blowback. The film has been banned in numerous countries. But to see Alicia's life and who she falls in love with presented as just a matter-of-fact part of this community, it is welcome. It's overdue. I just wish the rest of the story was as brave. 3.5 stars out of 5.